Hello, this is Johnny Henson, Professor Poole with Billiard University out of Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm going to talk to you about shooting balls off the rail. You know, there's a lot of players that have a lot of trouble with that. And a couple of what I call physics that we need to cover is if you hit the rail first and then the cue ball slightly comes off that rail, then you're going to make that ball because you're not imposing any collision-induced throw on the object ball. But now, anytime that you hit the object ball first, like let's say I contact the object ball before I hit the rail, well now what it is, my cue ball is going to have some collision-induced throw, and it's going to throw my ball off the rail. So instead of my ball rolling down the rail, it's going to bounce off, okay? So basically what we want to do when we're shooting these balls is we want to always make sure that we're slightly hitting the rail right before the ball. Another trick I'm going to share with you right now that's going to help you immensely. Now this is something that I didn't know until probably about 10 years ago. And a professional pool player was talking about this, and he said, you know, I got a trick for making balls off the rail, and so you know that caught my attention. And he said my trick is I always use follow on my cue ball. So when you use follow on the cue ball, it kind of hits the rail and it kind of slides. And so anytime that I have a very difficult shot, let's say all these balls were not there and I had let's say a shot on the 15 here and I'm going past the side pocket, I would definitely shoot that with follow. And if you start practicing that and you always hit the rail just slightly, but almost simultaneously, but slightly before you get to the object ball. But if you start using follow on these harder rail shots, they're really going to help you, and I think it'll surprise you. So give that a try, okay? Now, getting back to the drill, you're going to start with a ball on each diamond, a diamond in the middle, those two. So if you notice that you've got a ball on every rail. Now, your job is to run this rack without missing, okay? And so basically, to start your deal, you're going to have ball in hand. So maybe you shoot the 3, maybe you shoot the 12, maybe you roll out to here, maybe you shoot the 7, you shoot the 1, and maybe you roll out, maybe shoot the 13, and maybe you come 2 rails, come out, hit the 3, whatever it is. But this is something I will suggest is I would get those balls off the end rails as quick as you can. Because sometimes you'll get into, well, I'll make the 7, and then I'll make the 2, and then I'm making the 3, and wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. But then all of a sudden, you're going to end up with maybe the 4, and maybe because of your angle, you're going to make the 4, but you're not going to end up with a good angle to get on the 1. Okay, so I would recommend when you start practicing this, because this drill is just really to get you to be a really great player of shooting balls off the rail. That's the purpose of it, you know. But I would suggest that you maybe use your 7 and then get your 1 out of the way. It's been my experience too, is get the 1s off the end rail off as soon as possible, and also start working on getting the 4 closest balls to the pocket out of the way. And that way you can end up in the middle of the table and you can shoot the 9, you can come over here, shoot the 11, maybe leave yourself an angle, shoot the 14, come back over and shoot the 4. So you're going to end up with patterns, but you really want to make sure that you get the balls off the rails as soon as possible, and also try to get the ball closest to each pocket off as soon as possible, so you don't end up with the last 2 balls of your run being, you know, the 13 and the 14, because now you're going to have to go and hit this and maybe go 2 or 3 rails or whatever to try to get back here, where you could use this to get to the 2 and so on. So anyway, I want you to give this a try. I think this is an excellent drill for my students, and I think this will really, really help you master shooting balls off the rails. And I think this will really help take your game to another level. So thank you for watching, and good luck and good shooting.